Hey everyone, how's it going? Good to see you all, and this is a quick video. It shouldn't be too long, 10 minutes max, well hopefully 10 minutes, about really what I've done in Season 3 to be successful. Why have I got to top 10? I'm not a whale, I'm a spender, but I'm nowhere near the spender of some of the people that are below me. What have I done to get to this place? I'm going to share exactly that today. Tip number 1 is a learning from Season 2. I slept on my best PvE commander. Okay? I slept on Season 2. I waited 24 hours before I started to use my good old Gandalf the Grey. And this isn't just, oh yeah, go and get yourself Gandalf. You need Gandalf. If you're evil, there's going to be equivalents of your best commanders. Khaldun, Gorbag, both are great tier 1 commanders that are brilliant. They're really, really good commanders. And what I'm sort of saying here is that focus on it. Play your commander, play your best. Gear them up to whatever you can. So pick your commander that you've got the highest gear on, your favourite, etc. And focus on them. Build your comps around them as well. And focus on them. So he's now 31. We're about 24, what are we, 12, 36, 40 hours into... We're about 40 hours in at the moment, and he's level 31. He has slowed down. He was 30 about probably 30 hours in, but I've slowed down a little bit. He does slow down his level anyway at that point, because you start taking 150s and you live and breathe it for ages. But yeah, Gandalf the Grey, it's absolutely brilliant. He's awesome, and you should definitely focus your best commanders and literally just play with them, nail it, get the right builds, and be good at it. The other bit of advice on my first tip is to only use 2 commanders. If you look in here, you can see that I started to try and play with Theoden, Legolas, and Gimli. There's no point. There's literally just no point. Yeah, I tried, and what I was finding myself doing is losing too many troops. I was trying to do things that I just didn't need to do. I was running out of tile space, so I had to make them take 1s and 10s and stuff like that. So what I would say is they've done nothing for me to get me to where I am right now. Who's done that? Gandalf and Haldir. Okay, I could have done Haldir instead of Gandalf, by the way, and I'd still have the same outcome as where I am right now. I'd still be top 10, and Haldir would have done exactly the same thing, and he's done just exactly the same when he's fighting now. He's doing just as well as Gandalf does. There's no difference really. Okay, so I would recommend just using 2 commanders at a max. Tip number 2 is don't waste all your stamina in the first hour. Okay, what I was saying is I was about 2 or 3 hours playing the game, and I wasn't even on the leaderboard. Not in top 2, I think it's top 300 that gets shown here, and I wasn't even in the top 300. I was sitting outside of that, way behind, or where I thought I was behind. What I was doing though is what I learned from, again, Season 2 is tier 2 troops. Tier 2 troops are really strong. Okay, they're a massive jump. They're pretty much like an extra 50% damage output usually in their tier 1 equivalents. So 21 to 23 to 32 to 36 for 50%, and then 15 to 16 to 23 to 24. So it literally is about 50% jump, okay, in damage. More on this on these ranges here. My point of that is if you wait to your tier 2s, you can save your stamina. Okay, so if you're spending gems, which I do advise to do in the first few hours of playing the game, and I would literally spend the gems to push tier 2 troops as quick as possible. You can probably get them within 2 or 3 hours. So I would definitely recommend you do so. And I'll go on to a little bit in a second about gathering, but you spend gems of getting yourself to the tier 2 troops fast as possible. Start building them. You only need 100, 200 of them to assist you, and you'll very quickly start pushing higher tiles much, much faster. Honestly though, as soon as I got into there about 4 or 5 hours in, I then started to get into the top 300, and then I was like a rocket. I was literally like a rocket, and I flew from there because I'd saved my stamina on my key commanders, only taken a few bits and bobs. The other bit of saving stamina, if you haven't if you haven't got into season 3 yet, then make sure, where are they? Do you know the chests that you get from the mail? Make sure you save them. Let me go down here. We'll go to 22 hours ago. Should be an update event, new season. And then we should have in here. Come on, get out of here. Is this tips? Boss Expedition. You see these, the chests. These guys have a season end on them. However, the mail system doesn't. The mail system carries on from season to season. If you keep the chests inside, then they can carry over. This gets you a really good boost on your gold and a really good boost on those tier 2 units that are kick-ass anyway to get them maxed out. So really, really nice to give you a jump in. Tip number 3, and what I said before, use gems. Okay, I've said it before, but tip number 3 is simply to use gems. I did it to get my conscription and barracks up. I did it for the first apothecary, storage, your lumber camps and stone camp. Get your stone camp up. My God, it's so short on stone. I'm going to talk about that in tip 6. Make sure you spend your gems to get those tier 2 as fast as possible. How are you going to do that? Follow your chapters. That's it. Simple as follow your chapters, get the resources that these give, and then skip ahead, gems. You'll only spend about 1,000 to 2,000 gems, by the way. I'm not talking loads. You pick up that just from the start of the game anyway. So 100% worth it. Spend gems to push those tier 2s and get that jump in. Tip number 4 is wake up early. Okay, in the EU, we have to wake up at 4 AM, 5 AM to get a start on these servers if you want when they launch. If you're in, obviously, North America, then it's more like a late night for you. But be there at server start. Be there at server start. Those 24-hour boosts are huge, okay? If you can be there at the server start and the 24-hour boosts, it's huge. You have a pick of whatever tile you want. Okay, really massive thing to do. Those two things together. If I logged in now, for example, I got my 24-hour boost. Whoop-de-doo. Great, what am I going to do? I've got these 10 tiles here. Brilliant. Where are my 40s? Where are my 40s? I ain't got any. Can't push it. I can't level. And what I'd have to do, I'd have to then get a fort somewhere else. Again, using valuable time. Trying to push somewhere else, it's honestly a nightmare. Just honestly, my advice would be get in there at 4 AM if you're EU and use those boosts to their maximum. It's definitely the advantage. And also, I'm saying that, look at this. When I say get in there early, the amount of people that were meant to join us in Loth, gone. They can't join us. Erebor's full, Loth full, Rowan's full. These people have had players come in now and they can't join. So they've ended up in Linden or Gondor and people don't want to be there. So it's annoying for everybody when that happens. Sucks. Tip number 5. A big shout out to Dippy on this one because Dippy, where are we? This one's fine. Push harder tiles. Is what I'm going to say. Do you know your main commander? You love that commander. Okay, you know how to build him. You know what items you've got on there. You know what you're good against and what you're bad against. Well, what I'll say is you therefore, you can scout. Okay, so here, Dippy is only level 26 Gandalf. And do you know what? I think I did it at 25 to be fair, because I pushed it hard. And he's beat a 35 command level 28, okay? He's got 30 command versus 35. And he's easily won it. Do you know why? Single unit. So he stun locked it. So if we look under here. So we've got here, let's have a look. So Brawler, activate Sharku. Brawler is stunned. Okay. Well, by the time Brawler gets his first turn, he's lost 700 units worth. Brawler then will get stunned again in a second. Brawler's stunned. Brawler's stunned. You'll stun them. He's lost about 4 or 5 turns of damage from this Unitaz. Which point you get to lay into him easy. How'd you do that? How'd you know I can do it? You scout it. Scout it. See a single unit on the 150 tile? Gandalf's the guy for it. If you're going to go against anti-ranged and I'm Loth, well, do you know what? I'm not going to even fight it until I'm comfortable. So scout out, see what I'm doing. Yeah, we have a look. An example of what not to hit. There you go. So Celeborn, he's scouted here of Grimmer, and he's seen here a massive sapper and a massive brawler. These guys will absolutely, and a Grimmer. Oh my god. Do not attack this tile. Like, if I'm at the start of the game, I'm still playing around with things. I'm trying to push that extra bit to get the XP. You're going to waste so many units here. I'm going to waste so many units on a stupid, crazy Grimmer with sappers, with brawlers. It's going to be horrendous, that is. Oh my god, a bonus attack, speed, army HP, defense. That's horrendous, mate. Do not go and kill that Grimmer. Thank you very much for the extra bit there, Dippy. I do appreciate it. But yeah, honestly, really, really advise you to scout when trying to push those larger tiles. It is worthwhile. And tip number 6, and we've gone over the 10 minutes. God damn it, I'll try and make it quick. Is stone. Stone is very, very short at the start of the game. You'll find that all of the rewards in here, all of them are grain, ore, and wood. So you'll have plenty of them. You get little bits of stone for doing bits inside them now, which I'm not sure if they used to do, but it's quite a nice reward now. But it's not enough to keep you in touch with getting these ones. So stone is definitely really important. What's that mean? I used about 20 ability points on this level 40 stone tile. Okay? Honestly, it was about 20. Now, then work your way up to 90, 150, whatever it is. But the stone was absolutely huge at the start of the game, and I really, really struggled to get it. So that is 100% my advice. On that with resources, do you know what's amazing at the start of the game on the first day? Is your buildings. Like, building these for like literally no resources, you get 300 per hour. Okay? That's the equivalent of taking, is it a level 40, is it? That's a level 4. I've got no 40s left, actually. There's a 40. 280. So it's equivalent of getting these level 15 tiles. Okay, for each level of the building you get for 300. So get that in stone. That's huge. All right, it'll really, really help and really give you that boost. If you like the video, if you have any tips that you want to give people that you think I've missed out on that really, really made a difference in your start of season for season 3, and you can take these to season 2 as well. It's all starter seasons. It's picking that main commander is the biggest thing I can say on this. The biggest thing that made a difference to my start game on here. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and you know what, guys, love being back, love being on the computer, and I'll be creating more of these videos soon. Okay, so I shall see you all soon. Later.